Hey everyone, welcome to Mediumship by Picasso. My name is Picasso Roberts, and I want to say thanks so much for stopping by. I want to say a big shout out to the Floridians and anybody on the east coast of the United States who's had to deal with the hurricane that went through. Hope everybody made it okay. For those of you that did not, we'll send out good positive thoughts and prayers your direction. If you need a little extra boost or Reiki sent to you, please reach out to me here in the comment section, and I'm happy to do some distance Reiki at no charge. Just send a little love and light your way, and hopes that you'll do better and things will be okay. Healing takes time, and sometimes when those storms come through, they whack us a little bit, and it takes a moment to shake it all off. I love it when it's passed through and that next day everything is crisp and clear outside. The sky was so blue this morning. Where I'm at, I'm in northern Florida, but I'm not in the Panhandle area. I did not get hit hard like those guys got hit in like the Tallahassee area and that section. It's hard. It's weather, and you cannot be here and then turn around and be surprised that, holy shit, a hurricane's coming. You're in stinking Florida. We get hurricanes. It's just part of it. It's part of the natural process for this earth. And luckily, it wasn't one of those that sits and hovers over the area that you're in, so it passed through pretty quickly. But boy, that Atlantic Ocean out there, holy cow, there's a whole lot of stuff going. So my heart, it skips a beat, not so much as when it comes across us here on land, but for the shipping lanes out there, for the boaters and the ships out there in the Atlantic, man, it is something else to be out there in the middle of the Atlantic during one of those storms. It's pretty rowdy and dangerous. During storms like that, it can have a serious pucker factor. Let me just tell you, having been in some serious storms and strong stuff out on the water, I can tell you, your mind goes through a lot. It goes through a huge thought process of, holy shit, if I could just make it to shore, what I'm going to do next, how I'm going to change, what I'm going to do better. And then when you get back to shore, that all changes again. So anyway, it's just part of it. So I hope everybody did all right, and you're all doing good. Not only do we have the hurricane that came through, but as of August 23rd, we have Mercury in retrograde. Now, I only know a little bit about astrology. I'm probably middle of the road when it comes to my knowledge about astrology. I'm not an astrological teacher. I can refer you to people who know a whole lot more than I do. Mercury retrograde comes about 3 times a year, maybe sometimes 4. But this right now, it's August 23rd through September 14th. Mercury retrograde is hanging out with us. And basically what it is, it's kind of an optical illusion, I believe. And if anybody who's doing astrology, if I'm wrong, please don't hesitate to put a comment in the comment section and correct me. I have no problem in being corrected with regards to this. So it's my understanding that a couple of times a year, Mercury, the planet Mercury, gets a little bit closer to our planet Earth, gives us the optical illusion like that planet has reversed in its movement, but in reality, it just is seemingly slowing down. It creates problems with communications, our technology, our electrical devices, communications between people. So when you're having conversations, you could be saying one thing but meaning something totally different, and the person hearing it from the other side can take it a whole different way. I don't know, it goes all wonky. And, they say be mindful about signing contracts. If you can wait. If you can, just have a little more patience during that time. I'm telling people, any of the really serious conversations or chats that need to be had, let's pause that and then put it on the burner until at least September 15th. Just to be sure that everything is understood, and just to be sure that, nobody gets pissed off or, feels like they got pissed on or whatever. Anyway, it's sometimes just better to take a pause, take a moment, take a pause. So we talk about Mercury retrograde. Just be mindful. Watch your electronics, especially for an example, with regards to the electronics again. I don't push the limits during these times. If we've got a storm coming through, I unplug shit. I unplug it because I don't want to test the boundaries of what the electronics and things can do during this time. So that's surges and, all that kind of stuff. Living in Florida, we get a lot of that kind of stuff. So the other thing today's August 31st. So this is the last day of August. We're getting closer and closer to that fall time. A couple more months and we're going to start cooling off. I can't wait. It's been so stinking hot in Florida. We're a hot state anyway, and I'm grateful for the warmth, but it's really hard to breathe when the air is so thick. And so today I'm going to cover something that has been kind of brouhahaing. It's been brewing. I forget sometimes that I need to actually take the reins on the hows and what I want in life. And I have to remind myself to be in control of the manifestation process of what it is that I want in life. It's not the universe's job to just, figure it out for you. You gotta put a little energy in the direction of the things that you want. So let me just tell you what spawned this. I need to start processing. I need to start manifesting what it is that I really want in this life, because sometimes going in these little dips of things not really working out, or funky things happening, and you're not really I'm not really ecstatic about things that are going on right now. So the only one that can change that is me. And I forget. I get lazy about manifesting the things that I want, and it's a problem when you don't put the energy in. It's not that I haven't thought about what the things that I want to come to me, but I've been lazy about changing the thought process, and the negative thoughts have been coming in. So it occurred to me to get off my ass and make myself a manifestation board, so I can see and remind myself throughout the day, hey, this is the thought that I need to have. Let's redirect what I'm thinking about at this moment. Let's have an affirmation. Let's change the thought process with the affirmations. Louise Hay did this. She wrote a gazillion books on stuff like this. And the pattern will change if you put the energy into it, if you put the action into it. And for me, it starts with reminders like sticky notes and repetitive affirmations and things like that. It sounds a little kooky goofy. And you not only do you have to repeat the affirmation, but you have to get into the feeling of how it feels when you receive that thing that you want. So you don't just throw the affirmation out there. You have to remember what it feels like when you receive something that it is that you want to receive. For an example, an affirmation like, I am grateful to receive new clients, 10 new clients this month, in the month of September. The idea is to feel the joy of what it feels like, or the gratitude of what it feels like whenever that thing actually happens. So when I get booked for a platform, a gallery event, what that feels like, and it's gratitude and it's excitement and it's joy and nervousness and all of that. All of those things that come together. That's what it is. It's all of those things that come together. And you feel that feeling. It's kind of like changing the situation from the inside to meet what you've put on the outside. So it all kind of comes together. So the two roads meet and you're in the middle. So I don't know, it's kind of a weird way of putting it. I probably didn't explain it right, but you want to match that feeling that it feels like when you receive that thing that you want to have, that you want to manifest. So these are the things that I'm going to focus on this month. If there's anybody out there that would like to do this along with me, please reach out in the comment section or send me an email, PicassoRoberts53@gmail.com, and say, hey, I want to be a part of that too. I have done this before, and it's fun. I mean, it's kooky and it's goofy. I don't know what that was. I heard something. You never know what you're going to get. Anyway, you can start. Oh, this thing's heavy. But you can start with a board like this. It's blank. It's a blank canvas. I'm going to go out today and grab a couple of magazines, if you will, things where I can cut out words and pictures to create the thing that I want to focus on. Anyway, it'll be fun. It'll be something different. It's something to do. It's to change the attitude in my head. It's to change the attitude in my being. I don't know. I would love nothing more. And you know what? I'm an all-in girl. Like when I decided to do something and I'm like, yep, I'm going to do that. So do a little inner searching, do a little inner dialogue if you want to. Figure out what it is that will make you happy. It's not always just a money thing. So figure out what it is that you've been trying to manifest to make your life a little bit smoother, a little bit more joyful, a little bit, more functional. Doing what it is that you want to do. Just figure out what that is. Write it down. Slap it up on a cork board like I'm going to do. Put some positive affirmations up there along with it. And remember to say those affirmations and those positive thoughts, those positive words throughout the day. You want to put sticky notes in your car or sticky notes on your fridge or in your bathroom mirror or wherever you want to put them. And if the people that you're living with don't like it, they can lump it. It's too bad. You got to do what you got to do for you to function and, get the best out of life that you can possibly get. It ain't easy being here. We all know that. It's not easy. But let's just try to do the best that we can and just try to get through it. Try to get along and do some good along the way. Let's just do that. If we could do anything else, let's just try to do some good along the way. All right? So I'm going to pull a card or two. I pulled a card. It's funny. So I pulled a card for myself today from the Life Purpose deck. It's one of Doreen's decks. And the card that I pulled was, and I was asking my peeps for a little guidance, and the card that I pulled was Spiritual Teacher. And basically their message to me is you help people heal and grow, and through your words, through your spiritual connection, through your words, through your energy, through your healing. And they're right. And it's when I'm happiest. So my goal is to manifest more of that. So I'm going to refocus my thoughts and all of that on being a spiritual teacher through mediumship and through psychic work and through helping others heal. So that's what I'm going to do. To the best of my ability. Am I going to get pissed off in the meantime? I might. Oh, shit. Okay, hang on a second. That card went flying. So the card that, was it just one? Yeah, it was just one card that flew out. So we're going to do this one, and then let's do one more. They're flipping all over the place. So now they're excited. Yeah. Now I'll do it. Okay. Let's do one more card. I'm pulling. I saw you. I'm pulling, by the way, from my deck. I'm no angel, but I'm trying. So I'm definitely no angel. Trust me on that one. But you know what? I do the best that I can do. I try to stay away from things that are lower in their vibe and not astute. Like they don't operate with an awareness. And it's hard to do sometimes because not every place or every situation that you're going to be in is going to be, operating on a good, from a good intention. So the first card that flew out was Master the Time with your Master Guide. And here's the thing. So a lot of times we'll say, what about my spirit team? Why aren't they helping me out? What's the matter? I can't hear them. They're not talking to me. I ask for help all the time. Well, bullshit. Slow yourself down and really try to connect with your spirit team and your master guide in particular. I know I could feel the difference when my guide is with me, my master guide is with me. Don't call on him every second of every day, whatever. And I probably should call on him a little more, but we're all at a time of growth, and you actually have to do some work. In order to grow, you have to do some work. It's just not going to happen. You got to do the work. So what I recommend doing is with this, mastering the time with your master guide, I like to actually make it a thing and go into that upper room, that sacred space. There's an upper room meditation that I learned from Janet Havoc, and you can go onto YouTube and what is it? The Journey Within Church. She's got Janet's on the other side right now. Let me make that clear. But she did an upper room meditation on her channel. And if you Google or search on YouTube, upper room meditation, Janet Havoc, it'll pop right up. Or you can come onto my channel here and put in upper room meditation. It will come up. Basically what you're doing is you're going to a sacred space. You're going to a sacred space that is just yours. That's just for you and your team and your loved ones from the other side. So I go to my table, if you will, and that's where I connect with them. And I pull the chair up and I open it up and go, okay, guys, I need help. Or, what about this? Or what about that? Or show me a little bit more. Where am I lacking? What can I do? What have I forgotten? Why do I feel like this? Why is that happening that way? Get answers from your team. You got to connect with your team. And for me, that's the way that I do it. I go to that sacred space where they know that my energy is just completely theirs. We're working together. And am I perfect at it? No, I'm not. Do I say all the right things? Probably not. But my team knows me and your team knows you. So it doesn't have to be all so stinking formal. You could do the same thing doing this upper room meditation or just connecting with your spirit team, sitting in your car in a park under a shade tree, or putting your toes in the sand at the beach and calling it all in. I like to have no distractions. So wherever I am, I like to have the earphones in and some music going so I don't hear crazy neighbors or extra sounds and things like that to easily get distracted. So that's what I do. If you need some help with it, reach out. Maybe I'll do like a class or something like that if you're interested. So master the time with your master guide. Your master guide. The second card that came up, water, not wine. You need to purify that body if you want to stick around for a while. So more water. I think I said this on the last video. I have a thing about drinking water, but I do the best I can. So try to purify the body a little bit. Water, not wine. I really was going to have a glass of wine today, but let's see what happens. Purify that body if you want to stick around for a while. So many things go on with our physical body, and water helps to just literally purify, helps to get the junk out, Anything else with this one? Purified water. Yeah, they're talking about, don't forget the minerals that, not every area I live in Florida, again, and it's not the greatest state for being able to just drink the tap water. Our tap water sucks. It's horrible. It's not the cleanest. And I rarely ever cook with the tap water even. So I go and I fill water jugs up at the grocery store. So as I'm reminded of how I get my water to consume, they're reminding me about the minerals and things in the water that if you don't have them in the water that you're using, make sure that you're replacing and supplementing the water that you take in with minerals that would typically be in good, healthy water, healthy drinking water. Thank you for that reminder, Spirit. I do appreciate that because it's one of those things that you forget. Anyway, let's see. Is there anything else? Manifestation time. I'm probably going to do that. I'm going to probably get that together within the next couple of days, and then I'll probably do a video on it to show you how I structure mine, how I put mine together. I'll show you maybe the befores and afters and that sort of thing and how I'm doing that. I think that's it. I hope everybody's doing well. If you guys need anything, put your comments in the comment section. If if there's something that you're not understanding and you have a question, put it in the comment section. Don't forget to share anything that is going on in your area. If you need something brought attention to it, don't forget to share. And then I'm happy to make an announcement out there for you as well. So you guys be safe out there. Be clear in your wants and your desires and your hopes, so that you don't bring the stuff in that you don't want. And I think that's it. You can book me for a reading, Mediumship by Picasso.com. Go into the shop section and you can book something there. And if you want me for an event with your friends and family and stuff like that, same thing. You can book it there. You can reach me by email at picassoroberts53@gmail.com. I'm happy to help as best I can. So, all right, you guys, behave and peace.